All right, so Jake Paul fought Anderson Silva last night, and to be completely honest, it was a fun fight. I enjoyed watching. It was good. It was the first time Jake Paul, he was enjoyable to watch. He wasn't just, I don't know, he didn't gas right away. He was he wasn't throwing punches and bunches. I think I saw one three-piece combo in there. But he rolled. He's getting better. He's still not good, but he's getting better. So that was fantastic to see. It was a lot of fun. It was too late. God, I'm here in Tennessee, and Central Time Zone. I didn't start watching the fight till it was like 11:45 at night. It's ridiculous. Oh, I was so tired, but I wanted to see it. Now, Anderson Silva, he looked old. I mean, he looked 47, and I've been bragging up, this is the fight Anderson's going to win. I was wrong. Although, I mean, according to the judges, I was wrong. I thought Anderson won that fight going into this. Now, I tell everyone, I am not a boxer. I have knocked people out. I've choked people out. I've made a lot. Every combat sport there is, I have put someone to sleep except boxing. I haven't done that yet. Maybe that'll be where I go next. Yeah. Anyways, so I don't know the scoring system of boxing. That being said, going into the decision, I had Anderson Silva up 6-2, maybe call it 3. I had Silva losing first, 6th, and the 8th was a draw. He got knocked down, so he lose a point, but I thought he did everything other than that. He was landing the bigger strikes. He was landing combinations. Jake Paul was always forced to clinch. That part I don't know. Like, I'm guessing, I've seen enough Jake Paul fights that if you are initiating the hug, that's not bad. I guess that's all part of the sport. And Jake was doing that all day. So Anderson was closing the distance too much. There's no counter striking from Anderson. It was all offense. But Anderson was controlling the center of the ring, was pushing Jake back the entire time. I felt was outstriking him a lot to a little. Landed some big shots. He had at least one big shot around where Jake only had the one big shot here in the 8th round where he got the drop, not the knockdown. I just don't understand how we lost. I went into the decision not confident at all. I was convinced going into the decision that Anderson won, but that Jake was going to win, and that's what happened. I'm not going to pay for a Jake Paul fight, so I was streaming it live, or I was watching a stream of it live on TikTok. And all the comments go, it's 8th round, time for Anderson to take a dive. And then freaking 20 seconds into it, Anderson gets knocked on his ass. It was, I was laughing at myself. So, well, everyone called it. I thought it was a real punch, and I thought Anderson took it well. And I thought he recovered well. He got back up, and he took over the rest of the round. I just don't get it. In the comments, I mean, like, share, comment on this. But tell me, how did Anderson lose this? I don't... What part of the boxing criteria do I not know? Because I got to figure it out. If I am going to box next, and I might be where I go next. If I'm going to box next, I got to learn this stuff. And I don't get it. He was throwing less. He was getting hit more. Paul was. Silva was doing all the aggression. He was controlling the ring. He picked up the pace. Like I said, round 1, he laid back, let Paul do what he was going to do. After that, Silva just took control. He led the dance the entire rest of the fight. 8th round, he got clipped a little bit. Well, not a little bit. He got clipped. He got back up. He was fine. It was a good punch. I don't get it. I don't know where that decision came from. Because Silva, he looked old. It was the oldest I've seen him. And it hurt me to think that to myself when I was watching. He said, time will get us all. He was just a little slower. He was doing his Anderson Silva bobbing and weaving. But it wasn't right. He just wasn't quite right. After the first round, so like I said, Jake won the first round. After the first round, I thought, Anderson slowed down. He looks rough. He's going to lose this. Round 2, he snapped back. He started bouncing a little bit more. He started doing a lot more offensively, controlling the round, pushing Jake around, landing his strikes. It looked good, what he was doing. It just wasn't enough, I guess, or the judges are... I've never been on the Jake Paul fights or rigged bus, but maybe there's something somewhere, maybe. I don't think so. I think if it's rigged, I don't think it's Jake Paul rigging it. I think it's somebody, the powers to be are doing it. I don't think it is, but like the punch that hit Woodley did hit Woodley. Oh, that was the other thing I got while watching the fight. The announcers kept talking about how powerful Jake Paul. Oh my God, Anderson Silva needs to put his hands up. Jake Paul's power. Jake Paul doesn't hit that hard. He put out Woodley, who was a lot smaller than him. He put out Askren, who's never been punched before, and was retired and was a wrestler. All of the offensive damage that Paul has done that makes him hit so hard were against lesser opponents, people that people that are way older, retired and wrestlers. And that one YouTuber or basketballer. Maybe both. I don't remember. He doesn't have that power. He's got it's a quick right. Like, he kept trying to land that right, and Silva was paying attention to it. That's why it only kind of landed off the clinch. But in the comments, tell me where I'm wrong. What am I missing? How is Jake Paul so great? Greatest boxer that's ever lived, obviously. My grandpa had Ali. My dad had Tyson. I have Jake Paul.